In the Commonwealth lies a forgotten relic, long abandoned, invaded by ghouls, and half buried in rubble. But today, that changes. This isn't just another settlement build. This is a transformation of the overlooked ruins of Jamaica Plain into the start of a thriving settlement. So stick around, because by the end of the video, Jamaica Plain won't just be livable, it'll be a place to call home. And, as always, we're going to rebuild without any mods or glitches. So grab your tools and let's get started. We'll be starting inside the existing dilapidated structure. Clear out the junk against the side and front walls before beginning. The key to adding a second floor is to make sure that any new flooring is placed above the existing floor level. To do this, place a small warehouse or barn floor in the center of the sidewall, right on top of the rubble. Don't worry if it's not perfectly straight or doesn't sit flat against the wall. Its only purpose is to elevate the wall to the correct height. Now position a barn or warehouse wall flat against the structure wall. Placement of this wall is really important to ensure that the second floor will snap together, so it's worth a little extra time to make sure that it's correct. Push it as close and flat to the structure wall as possible. And align with the corner just touching the wall on the left. Here are a few close-ups to show the correct placement. Snap a floor of your choice to the top of the wall. Then add 4 more floors across the top. The floor that fits directly above the hole won't snap here. We'll take care of that from above. If the first wall was placed correctly, there will be a small gap between the floor and this wall. If not, you may want to adjust the wall and replace the floor again. To finish the walls on the lower level, place a barn or warehouse wall in the right front corner, with the back side of the wall facing inward. Make sure it is aligned with the corner and sits as flat as possible against the structure. To this, snap a wall with the door frame. Now return to the side and snap a wall into place. Finish the front by snapping in a final wall. Depending on how straight your alignment is, it may snap to the front or the side wall. Either way is fine, just use whatever fits best. There will be a gap between the front walls and the floor above. Don't worry, we'll fill that in later. Add a balcony to the front of the structure by snapping 3 half floors above the walls. They should snap through the broken areas on the front of the structure. Add the wide wood stairs to the end of the walkway. Covering the large hole with a single floor won't work. Instead, snap 2 half floors. They fit perfectly and avoid collision issues. The next 2 floors are optional. I found that they can be extremely finicky to snap. Snap in a triangular floor from the concrete section and a wood shack floor. If you leave them out, it's okay. They aren't essential to the build. Before proceeding too far, make sure that there is adequate clearance to snap on a 3rd floor. This is a space that we saw earlier from below. We can use this space to snap a wall to the edge of the floor. After the wall is in place, snap a floor to the top of the wall and then 2 more to the right. This area will be outside, so I'm using the barn floors for a more weathered look. Finish off the inside by adding walls. Add a door frame on each side next to the house and then fill in the perimeter with walls of your choice. Snap floors to the top of the walls. The area above will be inside, so I used the warehouse floors for a cleaner look. On the left, place 2 large floors. We'll also be adding stairs, so to the right, snap 2 half floors and then a small floor in the right corner. Snap the stairs to the small floor and proceed to the 3rd floor. Add 1 additional small floor on the opposite side of the stairs to fill in the large gap. The 3rd floor encompasses a 2x2 floor area. I see this as an entertainment or relaxation area for the settlers, so I chose to use all glass walls for an open feel with a fantastic view. Some of my windows were inside out, so I repositioned them correctly. Now add a roof and we're finished with the structure. Moving to the outside, add a rooftop deck over the existing house. Place a floor piece so that it's positioned just over the edge of the roof on top of the house. It won't line up with the left side of the house, but that's fine. Fill out the deck to form a 2x6 floor. Snap 2 shack stairs to the center edge of the deck. To build a roof over the deck, snap a shack metal wall to one side of the deck. Snap a shack roof to the wall. I use the roof shown here. Snap a total of 6 roofs together with the apex toward the middle. Slide posts from the concrete section into the corners to act as support. And finally, remove the shack wall. Create a breezeway between the deck and the structure by snapping a mesh floor from the barn or warehouse section to the inside of the glass structure. This will now allow us to snap a mesh floor to the outside of the building as shown. Remove the inner mesh floor and snap it to one side of the outer floor, and then add another mesh floor to the opposite side. Add a support post on the left side. On the back of the structure, place a barn or warehouse wall against the brick wall next to the house. Move it out slightly from the wall or the next half floor won't snap in place. Finish the end of the balcony with a quarter round floor from the concrete section. Add the wide shack stairs at the end of the walkway as shown. If the benches at the end of the stairs are still in place, move or store them to allow a second set of stairs to snap under the first. Add railings of your choice to the balconies, the rooftop deck, and around the third floor stairway. Add support posts on the front and back balconies. To get two posts to snap more easily, snap a short post to the balcony and then snap a long post to the short one. The street outside of the house is an eyesore, but it's also the perfect place to plant a garden, to provide food for the settlers, and polish up this area. From the scaffolding section, place a long scaffolding railing up against the stairway wall. Place it so that the ends of the scaffolding are approximately in the middle of the curb, and the ends are mostly sunk into the curb. This will allow us to snap the floors lower to the ground than we normally would be able to. Snap a warehouse or barn mesh floor to the railing. If it doesn't snap, the scaffolding is sunk too far into the curb. Reposition the railing and try again. Snap 3 additional mesh floors to the first. On the house side, starting near the wall, snap 2 half floors and then 2 large wood floors. Fill the gap between the doorway and the floor with a rubber mat. Add 2 railings on each side. They won't snap but can be placed directly on top of the mat. Snap a long barn post near the wall between the wood and mesh floors. Snap a mesh floor to the top of the post. The original snap point of the post will determine which side the floor will orient. We want it to be positioned over the wood floor. If it positions over the mesh floor, don't move the post, just move the floors as shown. Add support posts where needed. And finally, to finish off the garden, place 4 garden plots from the Wasteland Workshop DLC over the mesh floors. If the end of the garden appears to be floating, add shack stairs and a post to finish it off. As we enter the house, we see that a kitchen and sitting area has been set up on the first floor.
You've got to try the slot machine. It's the best.
A wall was added at the top of the stairway to create a private area for a bedroom.
Yes, I win again.
Floating doors can be created wherever the Far Harbor outhouses can be placed. Simply store the outhouse and the door remains, then build walls and posts around the doors.
I just can't lose.
Moving into the bunkhouse, a wall was added to separate the stairs from the room and to create a storage area under the stairs.
You gotta try the slot machine. It's the best. Haha, yes, I win again.
Out back, there is a small area to take a break or to relax in the evening.
I just can't lose. Haha, yes, I win again.
Upstairs, the settlers have an area to relax and play games while taking in the 360 views from the safety of the third floor.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope. If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Originally, I saw the rooftop deck as an extension of the relaxation area for the settlers to enjoy in the evening. But I later decided that this area is better served as a guard station. The elevated position offers excellent sight lines, ensuring that any approaching enemy is spotted long before they reach the settlement.
Yeah? You gotta try the slot machine. It's the best.
Got work to do, can't talk.
Haha, yes, I win again. Farming's as honest work gets. Yes.
The garden is doing very well in this location and provides plenty of food for the settlement. A workshop has been set up in the original structure, complete with workbenches, a generator, and a water pump. Jamaica Plain is just getting started, but it's already starting to feel like home. Wonder what they'll build next? We'll have to check back later and see. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by and look forward to seeing you next time.